So welcome back. This is the second episode of Hot Topics, and today we are joined by none other than, I don't know what to call you. Is it Craig Engels? I feel like you need a bigger introduction than just Craig. It's Craig Engels, sorry, but like homeowner. Is that the right way to call you now?
Multiple homeowners if you count vehicles.
So real estate entrepreneur is
Yeah.
is
Call me Donald Trump.
Okay. Donald Trump. That kind of suits where you are as well. I feel like that kind of area from the UK, all we see is that those middle bits of America, Donald Trump, and the rest of it, I don't even know, but that's what we get the impression of from the UK. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's a hot intro. People are going to be offended that I even said Donald Trump's name, but that's America.
You have got like similar hair as well, actually. To be fair, in terms of
and same skin tone.
Yeah. I'd say you're slightly better tanned than Donald Trump, I must admit. So the first question is quite an easy one. And this isn't really a hot topic, but I just wanted to sort of find it out because I don't think I've ever asked you this in the previous podcast. And you're everyone's mother's favourite runner. It's literally in your Instagram bio. Who's your favourite runner?
Who's my favourite mother?
Runner. And mother as well. We'll go with both.
Who's my favourite runner? Oh, I guess who would I turn the TV on for most? Maybe Dalilah Muhammad, man. I think
Okay.
if someone's racing, if there's a big meet, I'll look at the list and see if like there's people I want to turn the TV on for. I really like Dalilah. I like Mondo Duplantis, Fred Kerley. These are all. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I guess I'll turn the TV on for any 1500, but other than that, yeah.
Okay. Apart from watching rewatches of the American trials, I'm guessing you're not going to turn the TV on to watch that anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm not watching much of that.
I don't blame you. Your favorite mother? I'm guessing that's David Ribich's mum. I just wanted to check.
David Ribich's mother. You already know.
So the next question is, I want to try and keep these quite humorous for a second before we get into some of the hard-hitting ones. So another person asked, there's a brawl between all the collegiate teams, and obviously you're part of a collegiate team at the minute. Who's winning the whole brawl and who's getting knocked out first of the whole brawl if it was like a full battle royale?
Oh, I reckon University of Oregon would get knocked out first. Actually, no, maybe. And then maybe BYU would shockingly win because they are all 28 years old and they can take a hit or two like they have the rest of their lives as Mormons. So I'd say I'd love to see BYU versus Oregon. I think Ole Miss would definitely hold their ground. We're scrappy down here.
Yeah, I was picking between BYU and NAU to lose. I just don't see Nico Young in a fight, and I don't see anybody from BYU in a fight. So, but yeah, I'd say Ole Miss. I feel like that Dragon energy is a bit different. So switching it up completely is obviously in the news recently, the whole Mary Cain situation. You have been at Oregon Project. What's sort of your opinion on that situation, if you're up to date with it?
I think 20 million is far too less. I think she deserves $1 billion.
Just go for the bag. Nike can afford it, so why not?
Yeah. Because if she had run up to her potential, she probably would have made upwards of $1 billion.
Yeah, easily. I think it's a weird situation because that's a lot of money, and it's just like everyone's just going wild about it because no one's ever seen that much money in track and field before.
I actually haven't seen too much besides like, I guess I've seen a few headlines about it. I thought they were making fun of her for suing for 20 million, but maybe they were serious. I haven't been on Letsrun, so I haven't seen what people are actually saying.
Don't bother reading on Letsrun because that's like, yeah, I feel like it's one of them where if it was in a different sport, 20 million, I'd be like, yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I'm interested to see how it turns out though, because I don't know. It's just an interesting situation. I don't know really anything about it, so let's just move on from that. But obviously, it's a hot topic, so I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, I guess what I will say about it is, I mean, I don't know what money, like, is money going to help fix the problems that she incurred? I don't know. It just seems like it's a little greedy to ask for money when you're looking for an apology.
Yeah, it seems like a very much a case of lawyers have decided that they want to get a nice cut of the money, and they see Nike as a big company and see 20 million as a nice chunk of money.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's sort of the 20 mil part.
Yeah. Whatever wrong she had, obviously they earned an apology, but 20, I mean, I don't know what money's going to do for that.
No. Next one is, you might be a bit detached from this now, and this is the most common question we had. Is when's Julian's group being announced, and what's the name?
Honestly, put Pete on the hot seat, brother. I've been waiting for a year now.
Just in the dark, don't know.
Nope. I really thought we, as athletes, we were going to have a big say in the group and like designs and, all of it, but it's been Pete's baby.
That's fair enough. So in that case, what names, because there's been so many names floating about, what names would you want to call a new group if it was of the members you've got? You don't have to mention any or like anything, but what would you want to call the group if it was up to you?
We wanted to do something along the lines of like a Nike name, but we wanted like it was something like Pegasus or Blue Ribbon Track or Blue Ribbon Athletics Club or Nike International. Nike International would have been sweet, but I think we wanted to do something more on our own. Like we're still associated with Nike, like we're sponsored by Nike, but we wanted to like branch off and do our own thing. So it's a cool name, and it's way more about the people in the group than like the name and the logo, you know?
Right. The next thing I want to ask you is going back to sort of the fun stuff again. I'm not going to disclose who asked this question, but you could probably guess it when I ask you it. Wesfly versus Sam Parsons are falling off a cliff. Who are you saving if you can only save one?
I'm gonna guess Sam Parsons didn't ask this.
No.
They're both kind of betas, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like both of those people are betas.
So saving neither, not risking yourself too, and just letting them both fall.
Right.
So,
I think
sounds
that
like
I think the true alpha move would be to let them both drown.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the only fair scenario, and if they were alpha enough, they would be able to get out of that situation by themselves.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it's such a beta move to find them both on the edge of a cliff. Am I right?
Yeah, I need to know.
Like, of course,
how did they get
there? Wesfly's so beta that they're hanging off the edge of a cliff, and oh no, save me, Craig. You know.
And Sam could be there meditating, peaceful part.
Yeah. Sam's just over there taking some photos. Wesfly comes and tries to push him off, but couldn't, so they're both hanging off the cliff. And of course, they asked the real alpha
to save him.
To save him.
And you do like a little, what's it called? Cinderella? No? What's the cartoon, the Disney cartoon, Tangled? Just like let down your hair and they both grab hold of it. I feel like a few more months and you could do both. That. So on to the Letsrun segment. And this is quite a funny story because Letsrun, as we know, is full of boomers. I think that's the right word to use. Can you still use the word boomers in today? Like today? Do you know the word boomers? Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know the word. I didn't. Is it a canceled word or something nowadays?
I don't know. I'm just being a bit careful with it because I'm sure it is somewhere. This is a quote I've taken from Letsrun, and it's about you because I searched Craig Engels and saw what came up. And it's not.
I haven't read this, so let's hear it.
There's much worse ones, and this is celebrating with an early hand wave. No high caliber runner would do such a juvenile thing. What's your response to that? Bear in mind, this was late season, not even in the Diamond League race. So it's the night before. I'm sure your last thought is, I need to win this race by as much as possible because it's going to... I don't understand. Yeah, but over to you on that.
I think it may have been me who wrote that, if we're being honest.
Quite possibly.
I wanted to get ahead of it. As soon as I crossed the line and realized I got in second, I got on my phone, posted, "Hey, that Craig Engels guy's an idiot." Am I right, everyone?
There's two ways to look at it, right? The first way is that you did that thinking that you were going to win so easily down that home straight that you just did it early, and people would say you're an idiot for that. Or people would look at it as a second way, saying running's extremely boring, and someone trying to spice it up and then sacrifices himself to spice up the race. I think you take
we'll
that
get a
side of
good
it.
we'll get a good combo of both because I definitely thought I was gonna win.
Well, I don't know how
should have
Geordie
known.
finished like that.
No, Jordy's awesome, dude. He did it again. I don't think anyone saw this race, but he did it in Raleigh. And Raleigh, North Carolina, sorry. There was a mile, and he just destroyed everyone. And with like 50 meters to go, hyped the crowd up. So I was like, all right, I guess I beat Jordy, you know. And I'm like, I'll do it 90 meters out. Ended up actually getting spanked by him. But, I mean, we were in the B race, so I guess that's laughable enough for both of us.
Yeah, I mean, that for a B race standard, that was pretty high caliber. How was your
I'm not
tour?
really sure. I'm not sure why I was in the B race.
I was confused.
Yeah, I don't know why Nike put me in it, but I wasn't questioning it. I had quite the month leading up to that.
So the last thing I actually have for you then is, do you have any hot topics? That's the last question I've got for you.
I guess I got one thing to say.
Go for it.
You know, Centro, man, that guy, for some reason it pisses me off so much that Centro has to, whether it's good or bad, he has to screenshot whatever someone's DMing him and put it on his story. I'm like, hey, you can be nice to someone and just respond to them. You don't have to post it on your story. We don't think you're a better person because you're posting good messages on your story.
Okay. I like that.
It pisses me off. I'm like, okay, he like thinks he's this great guy because he'll, you know, screenshot one of their messages and reply. Like, it's like, hey, wish me luck at conference meet. And then he'll post that. And I'm like, hey, why don't you just say good luck at your conference meet? I don't know. That's what I've been thinking about.
Okay. And so you're telling me the other part of his story is where he posts a different meme or a different face every day of a famous celebrity. You on board with that? You think that's good fun? I think you should start doing that as well.
We don't follow each other. Some people just send me his shit sometimes, and then I'm like, this guy's a loser, man.
On your burner account, you follow him though. Is that right?
My burner account is American Miler. If anyone wants to follow it.
Is that actually factual, or are you just?
No. It's like that brand I started, but I got too busy with school, so I actually haven't been on social media too much recently.
Okay. And the one thing I did forget to ask is, and I will bring back the Central thing in a second because there is a lot of questions I've got to ask, but I'm gonna like combine them. You said you might be racing soon. Is that right?
Yeah, you bet.
Cross country.
I've thought about racing cross in December, but I'm doing a road 5K.
Do you have any more information other than that?
Yeah. It's the U.S. Road 5K Championships. It's called like the Abbott Dash to the Line or something. It's part of the New York Marathon.
And the one thing I did avoid asking you, and obviously this is going to get chopped up, so I'm not sure. This will probably come straight after the Centro thing, and then we'll switch it up. But someone said, what's the beef with Craig and Centro rooted from? Is it because...
It's getting hot. You're getting a hot topic here. This is getting into like the TMZ of running.
I'll just cut the whole question out, and I think I'll end it there. I think on the hot topics type of thing. So that was the hot topics with Craig Engels. Hopefully, they weren't too hot, and hopefully, there's not too many cuts. Have you got anything you want to say to the YouTube side of things? And then hopefully, we'll do like an outro on the podcast as well.
I guess I just hope that people aren't offended by. I mean, I didn't say anything that offensive, but people these days are so offended by everything. I'm sure there's going to be another Letsrun post that you can read to me next time we go on a podcast.
100%. There's countless Letsrun posts. It's amazing.
I'm sure you went with a pretty tame quote from there. I'm sure there was some crazy stuff, huh?